I want you to think about something for a second. Think about who you wanted to be 5 years ago, the business you were going to start, the skill you were going to learn, the body you were going to get, the life you kept saying was coming. Now, look at where you are today. For a lot of people, not much has changed. Same job, same routine, same excuses, different year, same place. And I'm not saying that to make you feel bad. I'm saying it because most people know, deep down, that they are capable of so much more than what they're currently doing. They feel it. They think about it late at night. They see other people living the life they wanted and wonder, why not me? Here's what I want to ask you. What if the thing stopping you isn't your circumstances? What if it's not your bank account, not your connections, not your background? What if the one thing standing between you and the life you want is the life you already have? Because that's what a comfort zone does. It doesn't feel like a prison. It feels like home. It feels familiar. It feels safe. But every single day you stay in it, you are paying a price. And most people don't even realize they're paying it. Today, we're going to talk about that price. We're going to talk about why your comfort zone is not your friend, why it was never your friend, and what you can actually do to break out of it, starting today. Stay with me, because this one is going to hit.
Let me paint you a picture. Imagine a man. Let's call him David. David is 34 years old. He's been working the same job for 8 years. He doesn't hate it, but he doesn't love it either. He goes in, he does the work, he comes home, he watches TV, he goes to sleep, and then he wakes up and does it all again. But here's the thing about David. David has a dream. He's always wanted to start his own business. He's had the idea for years. He's thought about it hundreds of times. He's even written some of it down. But he never starts, because every time he gets close, every time he almost takes the first step, something stops him. He tells himself he needs to save more money first. He tells himself the market isn't right. He tells himself he'll do it when his kids are older. He tells himself he needs to learn more, plan more, prepare more. And so, the years pass, and David keeps waiting, and his dream keeps getting smaller. Now, does that story sound familiar to you? Because David is not a special case. David is most people. David might be you. Here's the real problem. The comfort zone is dangerous, not because it feels bad, but because it feels perfectly fine. That is exactly what makes it a trap. If it felt terrible, you would leave. But it doesn't feel terrible. It feels okay. And okay is the most dangerous place a person can live. Because when things are okay, you don't feel the urgency to change. You're not happy enough to celebrate, but you're not unhappy enough to move. You're just existing, waiting for something to push you, waiting for a sign, waiting for the right time. And here is the hardest truth I can tell you right now. The right time is not coming. It has never come for anyone. Every single person who ever changed their life did it at the wrong time, when they were broke, when they were scared, when they had every reason not to. They did it anyway. But the person sitting in their comfort zone, they're still waiting, still planning, still saying, soon.
Now let's talk about what's really going on. Because this isn't just about motivation. This goes deeper than that. This is about how your brain actually works. Your brain has one job above everything else, and that job is not to make you happy. It's not to make you successful. It's not even to make you fulfilled. Its number one job, the thing it is always doing every second of every day, is to keep you alive. And to your brain, anything unfamiliar looks like a threat. A new job? Threat. Starting a business? Threat. Moving to a new city? Threat. Ending a bad relationship? Threat. Putting yourself out there? Threat. Your brain doesn't know the difference between a real danger and just something new. To it, unfamiliar equals unsafe. So what does it do? It sends you fear. It sends you doubt. It sends you 1,000 reasons why this is a bad idea, why you're not ready, why you might fail, why people might laugh at you, why it's better, safer, to just stay where you are. And most people hear that voice and they listen to it. They call it being realistic. They call it being responsible. They call it thinking it through. But what it really is fear in a suit. Fear dressed up to look like wisdom. And here's what fear does to a person over time. It shrinks them. Not all at once, slowly. One decision at a time. One not yet at a time. One maybe someday at a time. Until the person you are is so much smaller than the person you were meant to be. I want you to think about the people you most admire. The ones who built something, who took a risk, who went after what they wanted even when it was hard. Do you think they weren't scared? They were terrified, every single one of them. The difference is not that they had no fear. The difference is that they did not let fear make their decisions for them. That is the truth about the comfort zone. It is not a place of rest. It is a place of slow defeat. And the longer you stay in it, the harder it becomes to leave.
Now, before I tell you how to get out of this, there are 3 things you need to understand first. These are important. Don't skip them. Because without understanding these, nothing else I say is going to stick. Truth 1. Discomfort is not the enemy. The first thing you need to understand is this. Discomfort is not a sign that something is wrong. It is a sign that something is changing. Think about working out. The first time you go to the gym after a long break, it hurts. Your body is sore. Your muscles ache. But that pain is not damage. That pain is growth. Your body is getting stronger because it was pushed. Life works the same way. That nervousness you feel before doing something new, that is not a warning to stop. That is your signal that you are on the edge of something real. That feeling means you are alive. That feeling means you are growing. Start learning to welcome it instead of running from it. Truth 2. Waiting for ready is waiting forever. The second thing you need to understand, you will never feel fully ready. And I mean never. Not when you have more money, not when you have more time, not when the kids are grown, not when things calm down. There will always be a reason to wait. Let me tell you something about readiness. Readiness is not something you feel before you start. It is something you build while you go. You don't become confident and then start. You start and confidence shows up somewhere along the way. You don't become ready and then act. You act and readiness follows. Think about learning to drive. Nobody felt ready the first time they got behind the wheel. It was uncomfortable, it was scary, but you did it. And with every drive, it got easier. That is exactly how every hard thing in life works. You are never ready before. You become ready during. And the third thing, this one is important. You do not have to make a giant leap to leave your comfort zone. You just have to take one step outside it. One small, real, honest step. Because here's what most people do. They think about changing their life and immediately imagine the mountain, the whole journey, the whole challenge, the whole unknown. And it overwhelms them before they even begin. So they don't begin. They sit at the base of the mountain and just stare at it. But you don't climb a mountain by staring at it. You climb it one step at a time. And the person who takes that first step today, no matter how small, is already miles ahead of the person who is still planning to start. So what does that one step look like for you? Maybe it's sending an email you've been putting off. Maybe it's signing up for a course. Maybe it's making one phone call. Maybe it's just writing down what you actually want. Honestly, without editing yourself. Whatever it is, do it today. Not when you feel ready, not tomorrow, today. Because here is what I know. The people who change their lives are not smarter than you. They are not more gifted than you. They are not more lucky than you. They just got tired of waiting for something to change and decided to be the thing that changed. You have been sitting in that room long enough. You have been comfortable long enough. You already know what you need to do. The only question left is, are you going to keep waiting or are you going to start? I think you clicked on this video because something in you already knows the answer. That part of you that clicked, listen to it. And that's the truth nobody taught you. If this made you see yourself differently, you're already ahead of most people. Subscribe, because next week goes deeper. I'll see you there.